Tomorrow in the Premier League, there are some blockbuster games to look forward to. Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, Manchester United, Burnley, Arsenal. These matches are going to be very, very exciting. I expect Arsenal to defeat Burnley, so I'm not going to talk much about that game, right? Arsenal supposed to just beat Burnley. Manchester United, Nottingham Forest. Can Manchester United continue their good form? Can they continue to win and continue their winning streak? Can Manchester United be able to help that guy that been planning to cut his hair, cut his hair finally, right? Winning this game is going to be a very, very big plus to Manchester United, but it's an away game. So this match is going to be very, 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 very dicey. Very, very dicey. It's going to be a very, very tough game. And I'll be really, really looking forward to how Manchester United is going to perform in this game. Another match that's going to be very, very interesting is going to be the match between Tottenham and Chelsea. Chelsea is one team that you really don't know what you're going to expect from Chelsea. You see this kind of game now, everybody will look at this game and say, this game is going to be very, very tough. Chelsea can go into this game and win 5-0. That's how Chelsea is. And that's how they've been under Enzo Maresca. You cannot really predict what Chelsea is going to bring to the table, right? So I'm looking forward to this game also. Liverpool, Aston Villa. I think Arne Slot's job is hinging on this match against Aston Villa. If Arne Slot does not get a victory in this game, it's going to be a very, very serious blow to his job credentials. And also remember that the best app to use while trading your gift card is the Cardin app. The Cardin app is safe, it's reliable, it's very, very fast. And also Cardin has added a new feature whereby you can now receive payments from Chime, which is incredible, right? You can receive payments abroad to Nigeria or whichever African country you are using Chime. And that is wonderful. So now, not just that you can trade your gift cards, you can now receive Chime payments. And an extra bonus to that is that if you use the code COMBO while using on Cardin, you can get an instant 3,000 naira on your wallet. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Go and download Cardin right now. Pedri is currently injured, and we need to look at some positives that can come out of this situation. One positive is that we can have a more defensively solid team with Frankie de Jong and Marc Casado playing as DMs, protecting the defense. That can be a more defensively solid, lineup to have with Femi Lopez playing as an attacking midfielder, right? Another option that a lot of people have suggested is that Lamine Yamal should be tried in the middle. Like, something similar to what we did with Lionel Messi, playing him, as a false nine, playing him through the middle, right? As a player that can link up play and create from the midfield, which is not a bad idea. Because I think Lamine Yamal has that ability to maneuver through the middle, right? He's a player that plays from the wings, but we've seen a lot of wingers, transition from being wingers to being players that can play from the middle. We saw Neymar do it. We've seen Messi do it. So Lamine Yamal can also be tried, in the middle in case, it becomes difficult, or maybe we're looking for goals. We're looking for, a way to score goals, and we're looking for creativity. Lamine Yamal can be slotted in that number 10 position behind a striker. And I think it can work. So there are a lot of positives that can come out of the injury to Pedri. I don't want to look at the situation as a totally negative situation. I think we can also see Marc Bernal gradually come back into the team, because since Marc Bernal came back from injury, we've not actually watched him play, for a longer period. So with Pedri being injured, that will give opportunity for Marc Bernal to come out. So the Pedri's injury is not all negative. These 3 matches before the international break can give us an opportunity to see more options from our midfield. I'm hoping that Hansi Flick tries to experiment. Let us see what will happen, right? If we play 2 DMs, let's see what will happen. Will our defense be better? Let's see. Can Lamine Yamal play from the middle? Let's see, right? Can Marc Bernal, join in the midfield and make the midfield even stronger? Let's see. So I'm looking forward to the games without Pedri. It's going to be an exciting watch. Yes, problems at Barcelona this season is not just the fact that our high line is being broken, right? It is down to our physical levels. The physical level of Barcelona players have dropped drastically, right? If you look at the way we run this season, our running this season, our pressing this season, our agility on the pitch, fitness levels, look at the amount of players that have picked up, muscle injuries at Barcelona this season. You can clearly see that something has happened to our physical levels. And if we're not playing at the same physical strength that we were playing last season, we cannot expect last season's results. And that's one of the problems that Hansi Flick needs to find a way to fix. Because I believe that, in training, Hansi Flick expects the players to train the way they're expected to play. And I think it's taking a toll on the players on the pitch. Knowing fully well that right now in football, there are so many competitions, so many matches, and players are expected to play high-intensity football matches every week. They go to their national team and there's the UEFA Nations League, there's the World Cup qualifiers, there's the Euro qualifiers. They need to play with high level of intensity every single match. So when you look at it critically, one thing that has affected us this season is our physical fitness. And sincerely, I hope that, Hansi Flick can find a solution to the physical fitness of these players. We need our players to come back to the levels they were last season in terms of physicality. The skill is still there. The manner of approach is still there. The gameplay is still there. But the physicality to continue to push and to press the way we were pressing last season